That's right. Welcome back, folks, to a Notre Dame, in my opinion, is being built differently this time. Is it a real reason for renewed hope and optimism? Or are we going to be disappointed at the end of it, just like the last 25, 30 years of Notre Dame football edition of the Always Irish Show? As always, you can find a program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny Boy out as well. Notifications on that way you will learn it every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter. Search bar Always Irish Rat. Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it if you don't want to see my face. Call-in lines. We're going to crank them back up. Get in our normal routine, 312-988-15. You tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Instagram, Facebook, Always Irish Inc. USA Today, Irish Wire, read all about it. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former captain, leading tackler Mike GOOLSBY and myself. Behind the paywall, what could go wrong? All right. Welcome in. Welcome back. Happy 2024. It's a new year, and I hope, for new results in the season that comes with 2024. Since the bowl game blowout, on top of the Riley Leonard news and then the Mike Denbrock news, there's a lot of discussion with the fans around the idea of trying to rationalize that it's okay to be hopeful this time, excited about the future, thinking a different result might be coming, having belief in the old potential, be patient, good things are coming routine. Notre Dame fans are struggling with this. They want to believe, they want to buy in. They're thinking they're seeing some legitimate reasons to. But every single time we've bought in and believed in the last 25, 30 years, the results are failure. Failure. Misery. Football depression. Mockery. Humiliation. Why should we think this is going to be any different? Why should any Notre Dame fan think this time the results are going to be different after all that hype and all that belief and I want to believe and all that? This question is the fairest question a Notre Dame fan could ask. It genuinely is. I cannot blame any Notre Dame fan who's in my age range. That's the other thing. You got to understand my perspective is shaped by my age. I am the oldest of the people that was alive, but too young to remember Notre Dame being good in 88 and even 93. I am at the top age bracket of I was just too young to realize what was going on. And then every single year I am old enough to realize what's going on, it has been failure. Failure. Every year. Every single Notre Dame year I can remember failure. Doesn't matter if you win a bowl game, any of it. It wasn't a big one that mattered. And then in all the ones that mattered, you failed. Every single year of my cognizant Notre Dame memory has ended in failure. That's a lot of weight to bear. That's a lot of weight to bear. So I'm in a weird spot, and that shapes it, right? I'm not my grandpa's generation growing up with Frank Leahy beating the shit out of everybody every single year. I'm not my dad's age, where you could enjoy Era's run, Dan Devine's run, and then Lou's run, and remember what it felt like for Notre Dame to truly be number one. I have none of that. I have none of that. So I understand why, especially people in my age range that have known nothing but pain, would ask, why in hell should I believe it's going to be different this time? Every other time we've heard, oh, things are changing, the future looks bright, potential. It never works. Very fair question. And I think I have a fair answer. This build out of whatever this Notre Dame team's turning into is being operated totally differently than any of the years and decades and coaches you're thinking of over the entire stretch that has gotten us nowhere the last, 30 years? It's being built differently. That alone instills genuine hope and confidence for a different result. Let's examine. Now, I can't just say it's being built differently. Trust me. Let's examine some of the ways that I see this changing. Number one, properly supporting the young head coach with great supporting staff and coordinators. This one took us a while to get to after last year's situation with the OC. But now you not only have one, you have two perfect fits. When I say perfect, I mean perfect fits. One on each side of the ball. Loads of high-end experience and skins on the wall. Guys that are not looking to use Notre Dame as a launch point, but they want to be here to support Marcus and prop him up as the main guy. Make him the star. This is the kind of support a young, inexperienced coach needs. This is the exact kind of support a guy like that needs. When do you ever recall Notre Dame going out and landing the number one OC candidate that could possibly be on the market? The answer is, to my memory, never. That's different. That's different. All right? When do you ever remember the number one worry on the team and then Notre Dame goes and gets the number one guy in the country to fix it? I don't ever remember that. That's what you got with Mike Denbrock. That's different. Solving a problem with the number one solution is not something I'm used to Notre Dame doing. Home run hire. So properly supporting the head coach with the best assistance you could get, that has not been a Notre Dame thing. Now, man, you got to work hard to find an OC-DC combo I like better than this one. That's progress. That's new. That's different in Notre Dame. Number two, the talent's on the rise. The talent's on the rise. Night and day from the way Kelly's operation recruited and scouted and analyzed guys and what they're looking for. Just night and day. The blue chip ratio's way up. How up? 30-something points higher than many Brian Kelly classes. That's how much different it is. Top 100 kids, up. Overall speed, athleticism, length, and depth are all improving. Getting more guys that can physically see the field and hold their own on both sides of the ball early. This is a different approach to Notre Dame talent acquisition. They're targeting a different kind of dude. The roster's getting faster, more athletic, and deeper. This is different. Number three, NIL's not a problem for Notre Dame. It is. The more I have learned about this behind the scenes after some of the contacts I have with GOOLSBY and through GOOLSBY, getting a better look into Notre Dame's NIL situation, that's not a problem. Notre Dame has the money, and if they need to spend it, they have no problem spending it. But it's got to be the right guy in the right situation. It isn't going to be Texas A&M writing oil checks for any guy that shows interest. That's never going to be it. But for certain instances, situations, and guys, Notre Dame has the NIL money. That's not an issue. I love that. Number 4, transfers in general, portal, comings and goings, all of that. Slowly but surely, the reins are loosening on this. What's possible in the portal, how many guys, their classes, how it transfers over, how many you could take, all of that. There is slowly but surely becoming more possibilities and flexibilities there behind the scenes. That's needed, and it's new. Number 5, a rebranding modernization of Notre Dame football. And a lot of this has to do with Marcus and his persona. Just, it's the looks, the vibe, a little bit of swag, just the energy. It is a younger, more modern rebranding of Notre Dame. And it's making Notre Dame kind of a retro cool place to be. The social media stuff Notre Dame does now, it is modern times. We've been saying forever, they're behind in all this kind of ancillary stuff that kind of adds into recruiting and appealing to these guys. They're doing a great job. Notre Dame's becoming kind of retro, hip again. That is never, ever been the case in my time of cognizant memory of following Notre Dame football. Notre Dame has never been hip. They've never been cool. It's never been a fun place to be. That's never been it. Think about it. Brian Kelly, cool? I don't think so. Charlie Weiss, cool? Laughable. Tyrone, cool? You're out of your mind. Davey, cool? You're out of your mind again. Get serious. There is a total modern rebranding, modernization situation going on, wrapped around Marcus's personality. This is new. This is helpful. This was needed. Notre Dame was stale, a stale program, and you needed a rejuvenation. You're getting it. Number 6. This kind of includes some other things we already talked about, but administrative support. Marcus Freeman's getting more support from the powers that be at Notre Dame because of the way he treats people, because of the way he navigates relationships, because of the way he operates and interacts with people. These people want to work with Marcus because he's just a nice guy to work with. And that's what greases the wheel behind the scenes at Notre Dame. All those relationships and all that stuff matter a lot. And you're getting more support for the head coach in this dynamic because he's actually a nice guy people want to work with and help out. It's that simple. Relationships matter. They matter everywhere. At a place as unique as at Notre Dame and all the different flaming hoops you got to jump through to get anything done, they matter even more. This is a new dynamic. So let's recap. 6 ways I think this is being built differently. Proper support of the head man. Talent on the rise. NIL's not a problem. Portal and transfer flexibility is getting better. Rebranding, modernization of the program. Admin support kind of helping shepherd it all in. These are all identifiable new ways of operation for Notre Dame. Now, there are no guarantees of results based off these items I just covered. But at least I can honestly say we are trying a new way of building this. And I'm here for that. Because the way we've been doing it for the last 25 or 30 years always looks the same and has ended in the same spot. I'm all for trying a new way to do things rather than repeating what has failed nonstop for 25 years. Things still need to come together. Things still need to get better. This is not a finished product program. And you know what? One of the things, the cherries on top that's got to be coming, if this is all going to really work out, all this stuff I'm talking about is going on. You need a couple stars. Man, you need a Heisman level quarterback. I just think the accelerant to all this is going to be one of these quarterbacks, Deuce or Carr, way better than you think early. And it's like Heisman level. Like, I feel like there's got to be an accelerant somewhere that just rockets this thing off. Maybe it's Cam Williams turns into a rocket type, undeniable, do everything, like you could get behind that. I feel like there's got to be like an accelerant that just like lights the wick and starts all this. Because now you can see all these things working. Something's got to light that spark on the field to get it really to blow up. But I'm telling you, it is a fair question to ask. John, I've been burned every other year, I'm told, just to believe in the potential and this recruit, wait till that quarterback, this and that. That is a fair concern, a fair question, but I'm telling you, I'm the first guy that criticizes when Notre Dame's not doing things right. I got to tell you, they're doing a lot of things the way I wanted them to, and I never thought I'd say that. That's progress. So I understand the concern. I share them with you. But I'm legitimately telling you, this is being built out way differently than it's been before. And that gives me real hope. So what do you guys think? Am I being too Johnny Sunshine here, or do you see what I see? Let me know.